good evening, students. And now let me proceed further and make you understand wherein I left in the last video, and that is on the discussion about the formation of idea of an object which is in the external world. This, picture, I would call it as the psychological understanding or the phenomenological understanding of the entire process of the nature of verbal knowledge as given to us by Vishwanath Bhatt in his book, in his textbook, I would say, because that is something that we are rendering to right now, titled as the Nyaya Siddhanta Muktavali. Now, here you will see that in the next paragraph, he is introducing the word notion, and in my earlier discussion, I have already made it very clear that notion is equals to idea, and that is even equal to what we said as the meaning part of it. Now, here when he is discussing about notion, one has to understand that he also introduces what I call it as the genus, and that is how the translation says, defined by the genus. Now, genus is something which is the universal feature which is existing for all the words that are present for us, and once he has defined, he goes further and he gives the specific differences. If you remember that, yes, we have seen how these universals and particulars are working in my earlier discussions on the universals and particulars, and I told you that how the general soul is different from the individual souls also we have seen. Now, here that's how he is defining, and you will see, and you will really try to appreciate Vishwanath Bhatt, that yes, he has given to us in a very nice packet about certain things so that we are able to know and gain that particular verbal knowledge, and through these specific differences. Okay, now I'll explain to you more in this one, just give me a few minutes. With these specific differences, he is talking about the properties or the qualities of the subject. Now, what exactly does that mean? It means that I have got the object in front of me, okay, and each one of us are going to observe I would say observe only out here that particular object, dividing it into different parts, and while you are differentiating, that is your sensory experiences, number one. Number two, that is the how you are, that is that close interlink between the individual qualities of that person, number one. Number two, even the individual qualities which are coming through the radiated through that particular object, they are going to be combined together, and there is that close mapping correspondence which takes place, and you are able to understand that yes, these are the qualities or the properties of the substance. Once you have completed with the sensory experiences, you reach with the help of the different levels of the perception, you are able to see the specific differences through your own experiences. Once this is being done, then enters what he calls as the genus, which is the universal qualities which are present, and with the help of that you get the idea of that particular object. That yes, tomorrow if I say a tree, I don't have to go ahead and point it out and see I'm talking about this particular tree. You get that notion that okay, she's talking, unless and until I point out and say okay, I'm talking about this particular tamarind tree, or I'm talking about this particular neem tree. If I simply say yes, there are so many neem trees in Delhi, as simple as that. I'm not specifying, I'm just talking in a general word, and you are able to understand it. So this is exactly how he is going to introduce the formation of idea in the mind of the particular individual, and goes ahead to discuss more about the verbal knowledge or the padagyanam, which he is going to launch in his entire entire intellectual treatise through Siddhant Muktavali, and explains us the discussion takes place entirely in the Shabd Khand. And trust me, this is the most important aspect of the entire text, which really sheds so much of light that many of us really miss it too. So with this, I'm going to end here, and I'll be coming up wherein more discussion would be taking up with the help of the genus, what exactly he is talking about this genus out here, or even the specific differences that he is giving to us, so that we are able to come up with the notion or the idea about this particular object which is existing in the external world. So let me come up in my next video more about it, so that we can know it. Till then, thank you students, take care, bye.